click. Alright, so for the last tutorial I'm going to do for the mod tool is going to be covering the export file and hex editing. And this is some pretty advanced stuff. If this goes over your head, don't worry about it. You know, it's mostly for advanced users like me. Ha! So, I'm going to go into the global file. Let's say, I was going through the texture list of names and came down here and see 200 here. It says camera main. Now, that's probably not a texture. But let's just take a look in the mod tool, see what pops up for that. So we'll go down to 200 here. And as you can see, nothing popped up when I clicked on it. There's no model, there's no texture, but there's something there. So instead of hitting export res, that's not going to do anything. There's nothing for the tool to extract. We're going to hit export file. And what that's going to do is it's going to extract everything in between 199 and 201. So we're going to extract that out to the desktop to take a look at it. And as you can see, it creates an N2KF file. Now that's not a texture. It could be a texture, it could be a model, but whatever it is, it's not supported by the tool. But it still allows me to export it out. Now, I open it in our Hex Editor. You can use whatever Hex Editor you want. And if you look, it's just raw hex. It's just direct from the file. It doesn't look like there's anything important here. And then you see camera main, camera reflection with background shape, BG shape, and camera shape 1. So I still have no idea what this file does. I didn't open this before this tutorial. I don't know what this does. But as you can see here, there's some lines of data that we can edit. And as you can see, they got different float values. 0.66, the other one was 81. This is really low. That one's really low. I normally want to look for float values that are bigger, like this, 1.5. That's a float value you might want to edit, see what it does in the game. 0.95, that's another good one that we can edit and see what it does in the game. The problem is we can't just edit it right here. You can't import these files back into the mod tool. You can only export it, so this is useless to us now. So let's say I found this one value right here, this 0.66, and I want to edit it. What we have to do is we have to load up the entire global file into the Hex Editor, and we need to find. We need to find this data in the big, global file, which is much, much, much bigger. So I'm just going to copy this right here, camera main, because that's probably not going to show up too many other places. Go to the global file, Control F, and I'm going to do hex values and paste in this. And as you can see, that's what the text is going to show up as. This is what we're searching for. So okay, it found it once. That means it only shows up once in the entire file. And if you take a look, is that it right there? 0.95? And that's this right here. So we found this little section of the main global file, which controls camera main, whatever the hell that is. And we found it in the global file. And here I can do whatever editing I want, change the float to another value, see how it affects the cameras. This allows me to mess with it as I please without screwing too much up, because I am backing up like everyone should be. So that is how you utilize the export file feature and how you can find the part of the file you exported in the big file itself. So to quickly recap, I found camera main in here. I thought that looked cool. I wanted to edit it. I loaded it up in the mod tool. I found that specific part, which was number 200 in the main global file. I exported that. I took a look through the hex of it, and I found some data that I wanted to edit right here. And then I used this label right here to find all that data in the big file, and this is where I can make the edits to change the game. This is being used right now to change, to add sweat, to change the shadowing of the players. That's how Sean John 1414 and Leftos made the tools that allow us to do these kind of things. Because he's doing stuff outside of the tool, but this is how I found the values to pass off to him for him to be able to edit these things, to change the lighting, to make the game look as amazing as he is making it. I mean, I'm sorry, that's awesome right there. So, that is how you use it. That's how you get really advanced. I don't expect everyone to be able to do this. I'm hoping to get, someone will catch on. Maybe this will make it, click to them. Yeah, I guess the next thing I'm going to go on to is the old Jersey tool from 2K10, because it's still usable today for certain things. So, I hope you enjoyed and learned something from the mod tool tutorials, and I will see you at the next tool.